Okay, he is the founder and CEO, Alert Inspiration Print Limited, AL Digital Agency Limited, and today Aleilo Art Studios, a man of many parts, a serial entrepreneur. He is a man of God as well. He's a pastor. He's a successful entrepreneur with a passion for startups, building and nurturing businesses to success, particularly within the visual arts and the print industry. He enjoys drawing a lot. He enjoys drawing a lot and he paints majorly in oil. So, ladies and gentlemen, and my special guests, join me as I invite Mr. Frederick Aleilo, CEO, Alert Inspiration Sprint Limited. He will be speaking to us on Maritime art. Please hit the hands for him. He has paid his price to be here today. We are celebrating it because he has paid the price. Hit the hands. Thank you very much, sir.
Who else is cold like me? I'm very cold. Are you also cold? So can you rise to your feet? Yeah, do this. Stand to your feet. Do what I do. I can't hear any footprints. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Faster. 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 Now, once I do this, you give me a clap. Aleilo, thanks for this. I have a very peculiar history with Aleilo. I grew up into her hand. I don't want to call her Miss Williams or whatever. So I'm really glad I'm there. Basically, what we're going to be talking about is quite a lot of things that have been said by the wonderful speakers that have gone ahead before now. And once again, celebrate yourselves. Celebrate yourselves. There's no better time to be a teenager than now. You've got so much, and please, there's this saying that the largest room in the world is the room for self-improvement. Do you agree with me? So please, whatever it is written from here, take it away. There will be compass that will determine what you will make in life. And also permit me to say this to you. There are about 5 cues that I came about. One of them is IQ. Write it down. There is EQ. There is AQ. There is SQ. There is FQ. Can we go through all the Qs? I spoke about IQ, EQ, AQ, SQ, and FQ. Out of all these 5 Qs, it is only one that is being addressed by formal education that you're going through, and that is IQ, intelligent quotient. It speaks to your ability to read, understand, regurgitate, and reproduce when you're asked questions. Okay? And research has it that it contributes about 10% or less to what you become in life. And that is why professors are not necessarily the richest people in town. Am I right? later in life you will realize that the best in school is not always the best in life. And let me tell you this, we'll talk about my slide. I went to a college of education. Someone sat beside me, read my bio and said, "Oh, you're very intelligent." I came out of Federal College of Education Technical with 4.44, and from there, the best in class. I went to Ife. I repeated the same feat. I ended with 4.44, the best in my class. And I left school knowing that I was going to be an entrepreneur. And for 20 years, I was running businesses, and I didn't know that I didn't know that I didn't know how to run businesses. There was a time until Aleilo came to my office, the business was about 15 million naira. And post-COVID, I lost it, and I lost all, and I was back to square one. That was in 2021. And I started all over. And it came to me, just like the scripture says, in Ecclesiastes 9:11, the race is not to the swift, the battle is not to the strong. The fact that you will be successful. And the scripture says that time and chance happens to them all. And that is called God's grace. I now came to realize that my academic intelligence was almost my undoing. Because while I was in school, I lived life on my own terms. I didn't need anybody to pass. So then, I didn't know that I was failing in EQ, emotional quotient. What's the emotional quotient? It is your ability to manage yourself and manage other people. Your ability to manage your emotion is your ability to understand that though I am angry, but I don't need to vent my anger. It is the ability to understand that it's the ability to recognize what they call your trigger. What is it that gets you upset and you manage yourself? That is EQ. Your ability to do what? To manage your emotion. And what's the next one? SQ. AQ. That is adversity quotient. Your ability to navigate life, navigate the afflictions. Come again. 10 minutes more. 3 minutes more. Wow. Amazing. So your ability to manage adversity and the troubles of life. SQ is the ability to manage your relationship with other people. And FQ is the ability to manage finances, financial quotient. Maritime arts is just exploring the opportunities that are in the maritime industry to produce work of art. So maritime art is the use of materials and objects that you could find in the sea, in the oceans, just to produce your work the work of art. And what determines what you do with that is really about your creativity. Okay, so how creative are you with these objects? So what are the objects or the materials that are available for you to use when you talk of maritime arts? You're talking about your watercolor. You can use your poster color, acrylic color. There are some objects we call seashells. How many of us know those things? Okay. You need a pair of scissors, colored paper, white glue, a glue stick. All these things are stuff you could put together to produce your work of art. So what are some entrepreneurial opportunities that are in the maritime arts? Or what are the things that you need to create entrepreneurial opportunities for yourself in maritime arts? You need funding. How do you raise funding? You can get that from your parents or friends and families. What are some products you can produce in maritime arts? You can do bracelets, you can do home decorations, You can do decorations on clothing and a couple of other things like that. And how do you know what to do? You can also, you can ask yourself, what are people using? What are items that people are using? And how can I explore this object to make this things? And after you have done that, okay, for you to get that, you do a little bit of market research. That's what I was talking about. And of course, you advertise your products. Once you make these things, you can advertise them. How many of us have Facebook pages? We use the social media very well. So you can put those things there and of course sell those artworks. And once you sell the artworks, you have fundings and you have money that you can reinvest into your there are some objects, there are some pictures of the things that you can do that are being played out there. But basically, what determines what you do here is how do you use your creativity. Okay? So, and we have learned about art, and I'm sure everything that Mrs. Ovaro spoke about, everything that my brother from, somebody who works under a man that he calls Coconut Head works, everything he spoke about are all under maritime art. It is just looking at objects you can find around water, and you can also depict starfishes and all those things. So with that, the creativity is endless. Thank you.
Thank you. A round of applause for him, please. A round of applause. You know, one of the things today that we refer as societal maladies, one of them is self-esteem. He has said a whole lot about that within the 5 Qs. If you have questions, I am not a professional in that field. This is the right person to talk to. The 5 Qs and the maritime art world. If you have questions, pack all of the questions now. He is ready to attend to them. Questions, please. Questions. Did you all follow at all? If there is no question, so I'm going to be calling people randomly to summarize what you have said. Today, that code must go. Oh, okay, somebody actually opened the floor, so let's have you. Nice one.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I was actually interested in his story when he said that during that COVID period, everything went back. And you said that you actually depended on yourself because of your ability. And I want to know, you did not finish the story, I just want to know how you got back up. Because, one way or the other, life is up and down and you may tend to fall and everything. So how did you get back up? Because you did not tell us the story, how you got back up to the stage.
Okay, I'm sorry, we may not be able to do that because of our time. And